A 13-year-old girl walked into a biker bar at midnight, clutching her dead father's vest, and asked, "My stepdad's a cop. Can you help me?" Emma Reyes was 13 years old, 87 pounds soaking wet, with a black eye so fresh it was still swelling. She showed up in the doorway of Rusty's bar at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday night, holding onto a leather vest covered in Iron Demon's MC patches. The whole bar went dead silent. "I need to talk to Richard Mackenzie," she said. Her voice was steady, but her hands were shaking like crazy. "This was my dad's vest. He died 2 years ago, and I really need help right now." Richard Ghost Mackenzie, 52, president of the Iron Demons, was the first guy to move. He knew that vest the second he saw it. Tommy Reyes, his brother, his best friend, dead from a heart attack at 41. "Emma?" Richard's voice cracked. "Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to your face?" "My stepdad happened." Emma walked straight in. The crowd parted like the Red Sea. "Derek Miller. He's a cop. Married my mom 10 months ago. Started beating her at month 6. Started beating me at month 8. That's when Tank, the club's enforcer, stood up. All 6'4" and 290 pounds of him. "Where's he at right now?" "Home, with my mom. I climbed out my window while he was passed out." Emma's voice finally cracked. "I called 911 3 times. They know him. They protect him. Nobody's gonna help us." Richard got down on one knee. "Your dad was my brother? That makes you family. And we don't let family get hurt." Emma pulled out her phone. "I've got videos, 17 of them, going back 6 months. I recorded everything." The room exploded. Guys cursing, fists slamming tables. Richard threw his hand up. Dead silence. "Show me." Richard watched the first video, stopped it after 30 seconds. His jaw was clenched so tight you could hear his teeth grinding. "Tank, get Snake and Doc. Right now." 5 minutes later, the club's tech guy and medic were checking Emma out. Doc found 3 cracked ribs, healing cigarette burns on her arms, and signs she hadn't been eating properly for weeks. "She's gone 4 days without real food," Doc said quietly. "This is textbook systematic abuse." Snake, their hacker, was already on his laptop. "Derek Miller. Been a cop for 12 years. 2 complaints filed. Both just disappeared. Oh, and get this. His sergeant's his cousin." That's when Richard made a call that would change everything. He grabbed his phone and sent one text to the Iron Demons group chat. "Code Tommy, 2847 Elm Street. All hands on deck." 20 minutes later, 47 motorcycles were lined up outside Rusty's. Richard addressed everyone in the parking lot. "Emma Reyes, Tommy's little girl, is getting abused by a cop. System won't touch him. So we will." "What's the play?" Diesel, the VP, asked. "Legal intimidation. We ride to the house. Document everything. Make him nervous as hell. Protect her and her mom until we force the system to actually work." Snake raised his hand. "I'm already in his cloud storage. Guy's got a whole second phone with really bad stuff. Like really bad. Photos of Emma getting dressed. Shower videos. This isn't just domestic violence anymore." The parking lot went silent. Dead silent. "Send it all to the FBI," Richard said, his voice ice cold. "And let's go get her mom." At 1:43 a.m., 47 motorcycles pulled up to a little house on Elm Street. Totally legal. Just some guys exercising their freedom to ride at night, that's all. Richard knocked on the door. Hard, loud, not stopping. Derek Miller opened up in his boxers. Gun already out. "What the f—" He stopped cold. 47 bikers were standing in his front yard. "Where's my gun going?" Derek's voice was shaking now. "Right at 47 witnesses," Richard said calmly. "Emma Reyes is with us now. Her mom Jennifer's coming with us too. You've got 2 choices here, Derek. Step aside peacefully, or we call this in as a hostage situation with an armed, unstable cop. You can't do this. I'm a police officer, and I'm a veteran with 47 witnesses, 3 guys recording on their phones, and a damn good lawyer." Richard took a step forward. "Your move, buddy." That's when Jennifer appeared behind Derek, suitcase already in her hand. "I'm leaving." Derek grabbed her arm hard. "You're not going anywhere." Tank moved fast, real fast. He was up those steps in 2 seconds flat, his hand locked on Derek's wrist. "Let her go." Derek tried to swing the gun around. Tank twisted his wrist. You could hear the bones crack. Derek screamed. The gun hit the floor. 3 bikers scooped it up immediately. "Police, freeze!" Sirens everywhere. Red and blue lights lit up the whole street. Derek actually smiled through the pain. "You're all going to jail now." But then 4 FBI vehicles rolled up. "Derek Miller?" A woman in an FBI jacket stepped forward. "I'm Special Agent Rodriguez. You're under arrest for possession and distribution of explicit material involving a minor, unlawful surveillance of a minor, and 17 counts of assault. Derek's face went white as a sheet. What? No, this is some kind of mistake. Your cloud storage says it's not. Snake held up his laptop. Everything's already with the FBI, encrypted, time-stamped, court-ready. That's when Derek did something really stupid. He ran. Made it maybe 4 steps before Tank tackled him straight into his own rose bushes. The local cops, Derek's buddies, tried stepping in. This is our jurisdiction. Agent Rodriguez wasn't having it. Federal crimes mean federal jurisdiction. Back off or you're getting cuffed too. Derek was screaming now. Do you know who my cousin is? He's the sergeant. He'll protect me. Your cousin's currently being questioned for obstruction of justice, Rodriguez said coldly. Shut your mouth and get in the vehicle. As they loaded Derek into the FBI car, Richard walked over to Emma and Jennifer. Jennifer was crying her eyes out. Emma's face was completely blank. Is it really over? Jennifer whispered. It's over, Richard said. He's going to federal prison. They found enough to put him away for 35 years, minimum. Emma finally broke down. She collapsed into Richard's arms, sobbing hard. Thank you so much. Dad sent you, didn't he? Richard looked at Tommy's vest in her hands. Yeah, kiddo, he sure did. Derek Miller got convicted on 37 federal counts. Sentenced to 40 years in federal prison, no parole possible. His cousin, Sergeant Miller, got fired and charged with obstruction. 3 other cops who'd ignored Emma's 911 calls got suspended without pay. The local PD was forced to completely overhaul their domestic violence protocols. Independent oversight. Body cameras mandatory for every single domestic call now. Emma's story went absolutely viral. 18 million views in 48 hours. The FBI opened up 27 new investigations into cops accused of domestic violence in that county alone. 6 months later, Emma and Jennifer moved into a small house 3 blocks from the Iron Demons clubhouse. Richard and the guys helped them move everything. Set up security cameras, installed brand new locks. You really don't have to do all this, Jennifer said, tearing up. Yeah, we do, Richard said back. Tommy would have done exactly the same for my kid. Emma started therapy. Slowly but surely, the nightmares started fading. That constant fear in her eyes disappeared. On the anniversary of Tommy's death, Emma showed up at the clubhouse wearing a leather jacket. The Iron Demons had it custom made. Emma Phoenix Reyes, honorary member. Why Phoenix? She asked. Richard smiled. Rising from the ashes. Your dad's spirit. You're a survivor, Emma. And survivors? They become warriors. That Sunday, 47 bikers took Emma on her first real ride. Jennifer came too, riding in the club's support van. They rode out to Tommy's grave. 47 engines cut out at the exact same time. Emma placed her father's vest on the headstone. I kept my promise, Dad. I stayed strong. And your brothers saved us. Richard put his hand on her shoulder. He's so proud of you, kiddo. Today, Emma's 16. She volunteers at a domestic violence shelter every single weekend. She's training in self-defense, wants to be a lawyer someday. I'm gonna help girls like me, she says. Girls who think nobody's gonna believe them because their abusers got power. Derek Miller's in year 2 of his 40-year sentence right now. In federal prison, inmates really don't treat child predators well. He's in protective custody, all alone. Tommy's vest still hangs in the Iron Demons clubhouse. Right below it, there's a photo. Emma at 13, scared and broken. Next to it, Emma at 16, strong and smiling on a Harley. The caption under them reads, Family isn't always blood. Sometimes family is 47 dangerous men who chose to save you. People say revenge is empty. The Iron Demons would disagree with that. Justice isn't revenge. Justice is watching a 13-year-old girl smile again. Justice is 47 bikers who never forgot their brother. Justice is a system that finally worked because good men forced it to. Rest in power, Tommy. Your daughter rides with angels now.